Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Tyler Furman of Airport Football. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. This past football season had a lot of ups and downs, but it was still a good overall season for you guys.
Yeah, we went 0-4, lost to Carlson, Riverview, Flat Rock, and CC to start off the season. Those were our first four games, and then we won four straight for the rest of the league against Grozio, Huron, Jefferson, and Milan. And we went to OT with Milan, and we lost to Avondale to make it in the playoffs by two touchdowns.
Yeah. So for for, for you this year, like what was this year like for you just personally, just play, as a football player?
Uh, I mean, it was rough going. 'Cause, I mean, last year I didn't get. I mean, I got reps, but I didn't get a ton of game time with our graduating class being our starters their entire high school career. And I mean, going into playing both sides of the ball, all special teams and everything. I mean, and being a captain, it was just a lot. And but I knew I could handle it, and I wanted to go play college football, so I just put everything in the off season.
Yeah, what was it? Because you had such a successful senior class last year, a lot of guys who went on to do a lot of big things, and now this year you basically had to replace all those guys, which is so hard to do for a lot of teams. What was that like for you to kind of come in and, kind of take over a lot of the big roles that everybody had?
Uh, I mean, our coaching staff helped a lot with us, with our captains. They led us in the right way, and we had a lot of younger classmen step up. Like we had eight guys playing both sides of the ball, and I mean, they all just put in work in the off season. Like we all knew that we were gonna have to take roles that like many teams don't have to fill, and we all just knew we had to put in the work to win championships. But I mean, we fell short, but it didn't show how our team was just built together.
Okay. What positions do you play?
Tight end and outside linebacker, but I played DN for half the season too.
Okay. So you were kind of everywhere around the field. What was that like for you?
Uh, I mean, it was challenging, but the good thing was that I was on varsity sophomore and junior year too. And I mean, we didn't change our playbook a whole lot. So even with the new offensive coordinator, but it was just, I just had to get all the plays down and get myself in shape in the off season because I knew I was going to play both sides of the ball and all special teams. And I mean, the whole off season, I was just working to be ready for that.
Okay. Um, So you just correct me if I'm wrong. You just said you were on varsity all 4 years you at airport?
Since my sophomore year, I was on JV freshman year, but
Oh, okay.
for my sophomore, junior, and senior year, I was on varsity.
Okay. So playing 3 years on varsity, you probably had a lot of memorable moments. So what was the biggest one that you could think of?
Um, Probably beating Huron this year was amazing. That felt really good because they knocked us out of the playoffs a couple years in a row, and that was like a game where everything turned around in our season. And I mean, the whole game just went right for us.
Yeah. Tell me about like what, I know you want to play college, I know you want to play college this year. Kind of wondering where your next stop is going to be. What was that like to kind of figure out?
Um, it was really stressful, and I mean, it's a grind even after the season, just working out and doing school, and then you got to miss a ton of days. You want visits. It's just a lot, but I mean, that's always what I wanted. So you just gotta kind of focus on you and just think about where you want to be for the next 4 years and what team wants you, and you just gotta keep working.
Yeah. Okay, so what will you most remember about your time playing at high school football at Airport?
All the coaches and family, like that team was the like out of those 4 years, that's the closest I've ever been to a team in my entire life. And winning leagues and districts with those past guys and just seeing them win championships after being 4 years on varsity. It's just the whole family aspect and the community our whole community shows out to games. Like our stadium's packed. Our home games are like amazing. Even on when we travel, Harper Woods last year, it was an hour away, and we filled up both sides of the stands. So it's just seeing our community come out to watch us play, even if we're losing games. Like they still came out to every single game we lost, even if we lost the week before.
Yeah. What does football mean to you, Tyler?
Everything. My whole life is based on football. Like ever since I was 3, 4 years old playing flag, it's just that's all I think about, and that's all I like strive to do, and just get better at football.
So I know you've taken a lot of visits so far and stuff like that. What's it like to go to a lot of colleges and just kind of see what they're like? And I'm sure you're going to be making a decision pretty soon of where your next place will be.
Yeah, um, it's really cool seeing all the different colleges and how each program is a little bit different than the next, and being able to connect with all those coaches is really cool, and just hearing about their path of how they got to being a coach, and some of their paths are all different, and it's really cool just to see like how many different colleges want you on their team and seeing how you can impact their team. So I mean that's what makes it hard. The decision is just like every coach has made me feel like I want to be there. So it's
Okay.
just really cool.
Yeah,
It's a big opportunity.
absolutely. I know, and lastly, what will you miss most about playing high school football?
Definitely my teammates and coaches because I mean I've been playing with most of those guys on my team my entire life ever since little, and the coaches just the time they put in for us and seeing the community come out to see you play, and I'm just gonna really miss that. Just like the family atmosphere that I've known for my entire life.
Yeah. All right. Well, Tyler Furman, thank you so much for the time as always, and congrats on a great football season. We'll maybe talk to you later in the year.
Okay, thank you.